So after finishing the DHCP part of the domain, we can now proceed to this fourth part, which is the file sharing. So in this part, we must create a few folders in our computers and local disk. So we have the academic folder, which consists of the different departments, and the administrative folder, which consists of the officials folders. And this also includes the installer folder, the university folder, and the information technology server, because we this includes in the instructions that we will use. So after creating the folders, we will now start to install the file services. So let's go to the server manager, in new, same method, go to the add rules. Then let's look for the file services. Then let's click it. Then next. So we must in this part for the role services, the distributed file system should be checked to the Windows search services. So let's check all of them. System, services manager, services for the network system, the Windows search service, then next. Next, and let's check the local disk, then next, and let's double check. So just yes, next. So we'll just wait for the installation to be completed. So after the installation, we will proceed to the other part. So let's just close it. Should go to the administrative tools, then let's look file server resource manager, then continue. Then here we'll create a quota folder because it is said that we will create a folder which only consists of 1 GB file. So just create quota, then template name should be let's just their 1 GB folder for our template name. GB 1 GB quota. So the space limit should be also 1 GB. So okay. So now we will now put the accesses in the domain folder. So let's proceed to the server manager, then go to the file services, then go to the share and storage management. We'll create a provision share for the different folders. Provision share. Then let us browse the first folder that we will use, which is the academic folder. Let's just browse it. So let's look for the academic folder. Let's look for the academic. So once we have look for it, then okay. Then proceed to next. Then next, let's just click double check box, which is the SMB and the NFS. The next, then you click the port check radio button, which is the users and groups have custom share permissions. Notifications. Then we'll remove this security, which is to everyone. We'll remove that, and we will put the computer name that we have created in the Active Directory users. So let's just on the computers first. So unclick the different the built-in security principle. We will not include that. We will only click the checkbox of the computers. Then that's okay. Then let's just put the computers, academic folder, then add. Then in the formation of academics, we'll just change and read. Then don't forget to apply. Then okay. So apply quota. Let's check that and also check the 1 GB if the template is correct. Then let's just proceed to next. Then apply screen. Will not include that. So next. So as you can see, the protocol is ready here, and we will do that in the different folders that we have created. For the install folder, it is said that an install folder containing applications that can only the administrator can access. So in the permissions, we'll change the only change that is we will use the admin computers. So administrator, then same instruction, the read and write, then next, then apply quota, then okay, then just next. So we can proceed to the other part. So create, so we have created all of the protocols that we have needed. So in this part of the file server resource manager, we must create a template for the office documents. Create a office document. Template name should be office documents. Then we will check all of the file groups except the office files. So let's check everything except the office files. Oops. There we go. Let's check, double check if we have completed it. Then okay. Then for the next part is the information technology folder, which is must contain all of it except the executive files. So let's search the server. So the template name should be the information technology folder. Then let's check everything except the executable files. So let's go begin. Check all of this. So okay. So we have completed the file sharing part of the TUPT domain server.
So now, in this video, we will now implement the RAID for our TUPT domain server. So before executing the RAID, we must go to the settings of our server to create multiple hard disks to execute the RAID in the server. So after creating 10 hard disks, we will just attach them in the controller in the storage. So after creating and attaching all of the hard disks, we can now start our server to begin the execution of the read. So once we go to the server manager, and we will go to the storage. After selecting the storage, let's go to the disk management. So in here we will now see the 10 disks that we have created in the settings in our server. So for our first disk, we will execute the stripe volume read. So to do this, we will just choose one disk and we will add the second disk for the continuation. So adding the second disk, then add, then next. And next, so here we will just rename it into our desired nickname. So I will just label it into strip volume only. So to the next disk, we will now execute the mirrored read. So in this read, we will use the disk 3 and the disk 4 in this execution. And same procedure, we will just rename it again. So for the continuation, we will now create the spanned volume read. So to do this, we will use the other few disks, the 5, 6, 7 disks. Then same procedure, we will just label it again into our desired label name. So as you can see, we have successfully implemented all of the disk into desired RAID volumes.